In this video, I want to talk about things that a target individual may experience on a daily basis, how we view it from our end, like how these things make you feel or whatever. But first, for the people that have never visited the channel or don't exactly know about the subject, these are notes that I made on my computer, so that I'll be looking to the on that side. So, yeah. A target individual is a person that is being secretly targeted by an imposter or perpetrator. This person starts spreading harmful rumors about the target. Sometimes they're claiming that they have been victimized by the target. It's usually a lie. In my experience, and for what I've gathered from listening to other target individual videos, the imposters is usually a disgruntled person that starts the lies and mind games by involving and lying to people who later become the gang stalkers. So basically, they spread rumors and lies about you and tell people that you've done this and that and that you're this kind of person, and they get these small-minded individuals on their sides, okay? At times, they offer them money and other perks, nastiness, I guess, I don't know. At the same time, they're destroying every inch of your reputation that you have built before you even knew these people. And it's usually a good reputation because they don't go for people that don't have anything going for themselves. I want you to keep in mind that these perpetrators, right, these imposters, the ones who start the slandering, you're usually dealing with a narcissistic minded person, okay? Now, who are the gang stalkers? It could be any easily convinced, small-minded person. They are an organized group of actors that have been tricked into believing lies about the victim and are being used as tools to stalk and further slander the victims. In general, gang stalking is a ploy to destroy every aspect of a person's existence, which includes their livelihood. Some people even end up homeless. Destroys your ability to earn because they spread lies to your employers, or you just don't feel secure enough to go find a job because of the experiences that you've had in the past. No one is contacting you for a job, etc. Okay. Also, tarnish your ability to have a normal and peaceful social life and having a sense of security. Okay. This could very well diminish your confidence and self-esteem. These are some of the things, or the first things that target individuals experience. The mind game first. The mind game, it could come from someone, come from tricks at work. You put your work down, you can't find it. Everyone starts blaming you, picking on you. Everybody starts trouble with you. They are looking at you funny. They're saying certain things, but when you ask if anything happened, they're like, no. Does this person say something about me? I didn't hear anything, not to me. She didn't say anything to me like that. Those are the mind games. And it also could come in the form of electronic harassment. You know, getting phone calls all of a sudden, just a whole bunch of phone calls. In my experience, somebody took my email address and signed up to a lot of porn websites. So I got here, hacking your email or social media accounts, hacking your electronic devices to listen in on your conversations to have more to use against you. And now, whenever you are out and about, you hear even people that you never met repeating words that you've said in the privacy of your space, wherever that might be, your home, your car, while you was talking to a friend, whatever. They're saying things that you were saying. Okay. This can create a sense of confusion and paranoia. All right. Some people start to feel like people are listening to their thoughts. And I would say it's because they are hacking into your electronic devices and listening to the things that you're saying. Okay. Because even if you don't say it to someone, you might have said it in the house somewhere, might have saw something on TV, and you voiced it. And though, remember, I'm not saying that's the situation for everyone, okay? Also, here's something else we experience: is the community harassment. It can involve anywhere from your neighbors, and it can go as far as law enforcement, okay? And everything else in between. Gang stalkers will infiltrate groups. They will infiltrate groups that you are a part of in order to further slander your name, but also to get you feel bombarded and overwhelmed by the harassment, and subsequently you start to isolate yourself. When you isolate yourself, the attacks would eventually have more of a negative effect on you and everything else around you. How? No one to talk to. And nobody that might be able to come to your defense and help you do something about the harassment. Because your credibility has been shot and now you don't trust anyone. So you keep to yourself, so now they have more fun with you. Those are things that you have to think about. How can I change those things, okay? Now, here's the things that target individuals experience and how we view it from our end. What I'm saying here is what we see, what we feel, what we're experiencing. And the reason why I'm doing this, and people be like, oh, you shouldn't tell them. Listen, I'm very transparent on my channel, okay? Because you're not going to have shit on. You're not going to have anything on me anymore. I shouldn't be afraid to be who I am. You know, I'm not a disgusting individual. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a gang stalker. So I have nothing to be ashamed of. So I'm very transparent a lot of times about my emotions. How I felt, what I went through, and I don't care. I'm not serious. I ain't never scared. All right, so let's go through these 13 things. You start to notice the mind games, okay? That's the very first thing you notice, like, what's going on here? This creates an overwhelming sense of confusion. Number 2 is that you start feeling like you're being watched. Even before you notice any patterns of behavior from other people and or people watching you. Like if you haven't noticed anybody watching you or anybody standing somewhere to watch you, but you just feel like that, okay? Number 3, you start to feel like the person that you were involved with, that you might have just broken up, you know, with, or the job that you might have just left, or something, or someone that you just walked away from for whatever reason. You might start thinking that, is this person mentally ill? Like, who would do this, right? What kind of healthy person would do a thing like that? Because no healthy person would take so much of their energy and their time where they could be building for themselves and their family to spend it on you in any capacity. So you start to believe like, yo, is this person like, I know they were funny, but are they mentally ill? Like really screwed up and I just didn't know? So, you know, from my experience and other things that I've read, okay? Number 4, you can't make sense of it, so you try to ride it out. Yeah, thinking that it will soon stop. I remember that feeling. That was a long time ago. You try to make new acquaintances or change your place of employment, thinking that this will change things, but it does not. By this time, you notice that you're being followed, so now you're noticing that you're being followed and watched by the same type of individuals. These are usually not familiar faces, okay? Everywhere you go, same car, same people, synchronicity, situation, using the same word patterns, wearing distinctive colors and clothing, and other strange behaviors, okay? Other things of that nature. You begin to feel overwhelmed because you have exhausted every possibility and nothing has made it stop. You're thinking too much. You're stressed. You're having headaches and other bodily pains everywhere. Okay? You're confused and can't concentrate or find your words most of the time. So you start believing it's got to be, listen, this is not for everybody, okay? This is for me. Start thinking it's other things, okay? At times you're driving and don't even know how you ended up where you're at, because you're putting all your energy until, no matter who's involved, you realize this gotta be spiritual warfare. All right. Number 10, you're angry and want to punch somebody in the face, or even worse, but you do nothing because you feel that is exactly what they want you to do, so that you can land in some type of legal battle where you feel you have no chance of winning because of what has been occurring to you, okay? You might even try to move to another city or state, but it keeps coming. This is where the feeling that you're dealing with a demonic spirit builds. or maybe some type of government secret special operation or psych op. You feel yourself changing. You miss your old self, but you realized there were some flaws on how accepting of others you were, or how passive you were in the past. We at number 13. Now you've isolated yourself, sometimes for a few years. This is different, people. Sometimes for a few, too long, okay? You trust no one. You spend days and nights online reading about what's happening to you, looking for answers. Ultimately, not creating, not catering, okay, not tending or paying attention to neither yourself nor your self-development. Why? I said it before, because in the past you have exhausted every possibility and nothing worked. Besides, now you're 100% convinced that that you're dealing with either a large government program that you cannot fight on your own, or because no one ever taught you about spirituality and you feel defeated even thinking about it. Like, how the hell do I defeat these demons? I had like 6 or 7 simple answers for that. You have to know yourself better than other people know you. Because one of the reasons why they were able to do what they did and so successful at it was because they were studying you. All right, and they knew that you had certain sensitivities that you wouldn't even claim. You wouldn't accept that you have. But I'm pretty sure if you're far into this situation, targeted individual situation, I know that you've learned a lot. Change your routines. I'm going to leave that one as there. Change your routines. Everything. If I can do it, you can do it. Learn to be less reactive to external stimuli from this point forward. All right, you control yourself. You control your emotions. Can't nobody make you happy. You make you happy. Okay? Can't nobody make you mad. Just think about, poor thing, that person is going through some things. Somebody lied to you. Well, that's what they made of. That's what they made of. Like, control yourself, all right? Don't let nobody else have control of your emotions. Cleanse your house. I didn't say clean your house. I said cleanse your house and your aura, your personal space, okay? There are spiritual things that you can make to mop and clean your house, and ammonia and all that stuff. You learn about it. I want to teach people how to research this information and how to do it themselves. I don't necessarily want you to do what I do. I want you to do it for yourself. Therefore, you got to learn it. All right? And I'm not the type of person that I trust my spiritual wellness to other people. I can learn from them, and then I use my own little thing and I'll make it happen for myself, because I know where my heart is at. I don't know where everyone else. Not that I don't trust them. I'm pretty sure they do great things for people, but if I can learn it and do it for myself, I trust me better. Yes, learn how to create your spiritual baths. And last but not least, pray. All right, 23rd Psalms. There's different psalms and prayers that you can learn online. So I hope you still holding on to your faith, because right now, while you're going through this, you're going to need it. Okay? That's all I have to say for this video. If you have any more video ideas or something that you would like me to say about this, leave it in the comments, and I'll get back to you.